I intro every person into the Facebook group and say, congrats on buying a ticket. That makes them feel prestigious. It allows them to comment and people can see like what they're all about. People that are just like them will say, well, if he's going to the event, maybe I should. But also people are seeing the momentum of the ticket sales and they know that I'm not faking it. Even though I forget sometimes to post them. I'm behind on like 20 of them.
Dude, that's awesome. That is exactly like getting momentum and getting people excited, because that's what gets people to buy tickets. Like
100%.
getting that going. I want to talk really quickly about that because it's really hard to sell tickets, right? You said the first one, you actually picked up the phone and started calling people.
Everyone.
Tell me about that, because that's what I did with my first event as well. Anyone who was interested, I just picked up the phone and called them.
Yep. So get your text messages out, get your phone book out, get your Facebook Messenger out, get your Instagram out, get your emails out, get every single person in your database, put them in a spreadsheet. Go down the list of the spreadsheet, engage with all their stuff on each social platform. After you engage, you're going to send them a message on Facebook. The people that you have their number, you're going to actually start lighting up their phone and start calling them, texting them, following up. I would have conversations. My conversations, I was not good at sales. I enjoy selling, but I only enjoy selling people that actually want something, not like people that I have to call. So I remember calling my friends and just being like, hey, what are you working on right now? Like, what's your number one focus and passion? Like, let me know what it is. Because I feel like I need to give to you so that, like, you already feel inclined to buy. And I'm just going to get you to buy through giving you more stuff that you want. So I was just, like, using my connections, using whatever I could. And it was scary because I could only do about 3 calls like that a day because they took so much time. Yet, if you start selling tickets, you don't need to, like, sell, like, a bunch a day. It's, like, when we do the math, like, our last 30-day sprint, we're like, cool, like, 3 to 4 tickets every day. Last 30-day sprint, we're fine. 3 to 4 tickets a day is manageable. It's not really that big of a deal. Most people promoting events, if they did things correctly, they could actually sell 1 to 2 tickets a day leading up to the event, max.
They'd be fine, yeah.
It's not a big deal. So like that's what I do. So for a 30-day sprint, generally what I do to make sure that we actually hit the cap is I make my number one focus for 30 days that, and every single day I can't do something until I sell 3 tickets. Like that was last year's event. So last year's event, 30 days, I was like, I need to sell this out. I need to sell it out 30 days in advance. So I can't go to the gym, which is like a pet peeve of mine. If I can't go to the gym, I'm pissed. So I'm like, I can't go to the gym unless I sell 3 tickets. And half that month, I didn't. Some days I'd sell more and I'd be like, dang it, why didn't that come through tomorrow? And other days I'd sell less and I'd be like, I'd work until I went to bed. And that was just my repercussion. And so the very first year, man, it was difficult, yet you know, you want to leverage, like once you have a buyer as well, like one thing that I'll be doing today is I have an affiliate program that doesn't give them things or money. It allows everyone to get something. So when they bring a friend, they now get a bonus. And that allows, like, I hate affiliate programs that just make one person money. And so to me, like, we gave away designer shoes, we gave away a watch, we gave away like tickets to things like thousands of dollars worth of stuff that, again, we had donated. Hello, like, awesome. And what that does is it builds camaraderie. I give them a call with just me and their group. So their whole group gets a benefit. Like people pay $7,500 to come to our office for a day. I'm like, you want to do a call? Like, let's do a Zoom and we'll do that. So my goal is to leverage the attendees to bring their friends because of the fact that they'll have more success. If you have 3 people go to an event with you, you have a 66% higher chance of actually taking action on the things you committed to at the event. So I know that in the best interest for the people going, if they have 3 of their close friends come, they'll have better chance of having success afterwards. So I really try to make sure that I push that incentive, which is what I'm about to do here in a few days as well.
Dude, that is awesome.
Like 3-way calls, Facebook Messenger 3-way, like, hello, network marketing. How do you get people to sign up in network marketing? You're not successful. So you get some guy who is successful to say he'll do calls with your friends and you 3-way them in. You go, hey, this is my friend Mike. Mike makes $150,000 every single month just selling this protein powder. And I'm on my way up to that, but I want you to be able to connect with the source. This is my friend, Jeremy. Jeremy works at Starbucks and Jeremy wants to make $150,000 a month. What should he do?
There you go.
Like, but obviously, like when we do intros, we make sure to honor both parties really highly. So if someone intros me, I always say, hey, you want to make sure that I'm introed, like I'm way up here, but also I want you to intro your friend as if he's already up here as well. So I want you to say this guy's a master communicator, has a huge vision for what he's doing, is an all-out type personality, someone that doesn't care about the actual investment price. He cares about the ROI. And because we want them to be that person. So when they see it, they're like, oh, like I'm not that person. But when I go, hey, dude, that sounds like you're a person I want to connect with. They're like, yeah, I am. You know, and then I'm like, cool, why don't you invest in a ticket? And they're like, oh, I've assumed this identity of someone that's high class, and now I have to continually be this identity, and we're calling them into a higher person than they currently are.
I love that. That is awesome. One thing I love about what you just shared earlier, you were talking about success leaves clues, right?
Yep.
There are so many clues that you're using, like from your example of the MLM world, network marketing, in filling events. Yep. And it's genius. I love it.
Dude, my best friends are Brandon and Kaylin Poulin that run a $50 million weight loss company. We're like the opposite. They're women low ticket for the most part. They now have some high ticket, and I'm men high ticket, and I'm kind of doing some low ticket now, which is so funny. But dude, we both were in the same network marketing company. That's where we became friends before they ever were dating. And to this day, look at what they're doing. Like, a lot of it's inspired from that moment. They hold their live events, the way their live events are ran. They have a protein powder. Their upsell is, you want 1, 2 bags of protein, 3 bags of protein, kits. The kits were from we're all like learning from everything, you know, and like making it even better.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's like, I mean, I've studied their story pretty in depth, and that's awesome. Like, I've seen that in theirs. I didn't know that you guys were friends. Thanks for sharing that. That's sweet. Do you mind talking a little bit about your affiliate program? Just because that is vastly different than anything I've heard in the affiliate world. Like, if you have like a top 2 or 3 tips for that, that would be awesome.
So for me, I'm throwing my live event to build my business, and I'm not doing it because I want a big live event or any of these things. So that's why I'm not trying to leverage my Gary Vaynerchuk's or all these people to try to get groupies to show up. I hate groupies. I've been to events before that have 200 people in when Gary's there. The next day, 80 people are there because people just came to see Gary. So for me, I want to make sure that my speakers and then also my attendees, like, I don't want affiliates to just go out there and try to sell tickets to my event. Like, that's not what I'm here to do. I'd rather have half the size of the live event and have the right people in there that actually want what we have and want to be a part of the community. Because I'm not just teaching one tactic. I'm teaching these men how to live a life. And like, if they're not down for that, they probably shouldn't come to the event. So that's why I knew that birds of a feather flock together, and I'd rather leverage the attendees. But I could do one of 2 things. I could incentivize the attendees, give them recognition, which men like a lot more than money a lot of times, and gifts, or I could give them money. But if you're running your first live event, which a lot of people in the world are and most people fail at, you don't have the money to give these people. Like, even if they sell tickets, you're like, oh, what am I going to give them? 20%? Well, if your ticket's $100, that's $20. What's $20 going to do for anyone? So if they sell 3 people, they're going to get $60. Like, congratulations. And maybe if you have a $400 ticket, you give 25%, and they make $100 per ticket, and they make $300. What's $300 going to do for anyone? Like, it just doesn't do anything. If having extra money in their bank account built a bigger business for them, well, then they would probably just not come to the event then and save $300. Yet, why are they coming to the event? And that's what I asked myself. Well, they're coming because they want to grow a business and they want to get connected to people. So I said, what if I made the incentives that if they get one person to come to the event with them, that both of them get a bonus, and I'm going to do an extra training just with the people that brought a friend, and their friend and them can come. And then if they bring 2 friends, same thing, all 3 of them can come. But if they actually bring 3 friends, then I'm going to do a private meeting that's way more in depth with just their 3 people and them. So just 4 people total. And then at 5 people, I'll have one of the speakers come in and do a private training just with their people. And they get all the levels, right? So they're getting the access to the whole group one. They're getting access to the one with just me. They're getting access to me and my mentor that's a Navy SEAL that works in Hollywood with, Tom Cruise and like consults Tom Cruise, and they get to sit with him. And so it's building the prestige. And also at the event, I'm like, how many people brought 1 person? Stand up. How many people brought 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 6 people, 7 people? Okay, sit down if you didn't bring 7. Sit down if you didn't bring 8. And then they're like battling, and people get that prestige, and then we honor them on stage for first and second, give them all this stuff. And so people know like there's a level of value from that, but also that like the affiliate model of just money only helps the person promoting it. And like, it doesn't help the attendees, so they don't really get anything. So I just thought, what if I could save money and give people more of what they want that's actually going to contribute to the actual event? So that's what I did. I'll let you know how it goes this year if we change anything up. Yet I found that it's a great place for people to start. Build incentive-based like product. Like get product sponsors and be like, hey, like everyone's going to be able to get like these things in your group if they come, like an extra bonus, and everyone's like, oh, sweet. So, and it also gives them a thing to sell their friend on. Hey, if we get one more person, we get a private training with a Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Like now, like everyone's working together to get that next person. They're coming as a group.
Yeah. That is it. What I love about that is, well, one, spot on with the money thing. Yeah. $60, whoop-de-ding.
Yep.
But the other thing is it drives your mission. It builds that brotherhood,
Yep.
right? Because it's teamwork, baby. It's let's make this happen together. That
increases their chance of success. They have more of their friends around them that wouldn't be at the event that would drag them down afterwards. I'm always looking at like the future things, like what's going to happen next that I'm going to run into. And every event that we do a thing at the end called lessons learned. And we generally do this, like not every single time we do it right away, but we kind of know like what things worked and what things didn't. And how can we make sure we don't do those things again and we fix them and we write them down. And that way the next time we just pull out this sheet of paper and we're like, okay, this is how we had a really good live event last time. Here's what we wanted to avoid.